Well, good morning everybody, welcome back to the channel, Motorhoming Fun. We're going to do a new little video series, hopefully, in the coming weeks and months. Today we're going to start on my old work van. We're going to remove the decals from the side of the van, my business lettering and that. So what you can see down here, we've got the wallpaper steamer. I've been recommended to use one of those. They say it's the best for getting it off with a little plastic scraper. We've also got one of those little handheld steamers as well for little small pieces and that. So we're going to give it a try, see how successful it is. We're going to get some sticky residue left on as well underneath. The van is now 18 years old, so we're going to try and clean that off with methylated spirits. So this is all new to me, everybody, so we're going to give it a go. As I say, the van is now 18 years old. It's a 2007. It's a Citroen Dispatch long wheelbase, but as you know, we're semi-retired now from the building trade, and I just think, well, let's possibly use a van for a little van conversion. Little weekend van, probably going to spend probably about a couple of grand on it and that, and see how it goes. So we'll see how we do with this little bit of taking the old signs off, everybody. So we'll see you as we go along. Well, as you can see, we're not doing too bad so far. A little bit tough in places. We're probably about 15 minutes in at the moment. You can still visibly see the outline, but hopefully with some methylated spirits, hopefully that will sort out. And we've also got some white tea cut as well, so hopefully it's going to go okay, everyone. Right, as you can see, we're probably about 20-25 minutes in at the moment. We've done majority of this side. We're just waiting for the old steamer to reload up. We'll put some more water in, but yeah, wallpaper steamer, everybody. I think that is the best method. Right, we'll just put a bit of methylated spirits. You can see this sponge with the little bit of a rough backing. We'll put some, soak that, and we've done this little area here and that, and I must admit that is coming off pretty good, everybody, and that. So as I say, for a van which is 18 years old, I thought there'd be a big difference in the paintwork underneath. So yes, highly recommend methylated spirits. So we're just doing this little test section while the steamer is steaming up again, but I'm pretty pleased with that. We will get the old white tea cut on it as well, and we'll see how it goes. Well, as you can see, that's almost one side of the van done. We've probably been on it about an hour at the moment. We've got all the residue to clean off, and obviously probably tomorrow, another day, we'll cut the paintwork in and that. But as I say, I'm pretty happy with the results of the steamer. Whatever people say, don't use a hairdryer or a small hand steamer. As I say, if you can get hold of a wallpaper steamer, it's certainly the right piece of kit. Right, that's the signs removed off the side of the van. Pretty happy with that, apart from the cleaning off. We also took the one off the bonnet and started on the back now. We're going to do a bit more cleaning off. Some guys are having some work done next door, and they're going to switch the electric off in the street. So no using the steamer for the next hour possibly, so we'll carry on cleaning off the residue with the methylated spirits. Well, as you can see, that is the signs off the back of the door. We've got the near side all off, we've got the bonnet off, we've still got the driver's side, but we're probably about 2 hours in at the moment, and we're just going to have a spell on getting the residue off. So yeah, I'm very happy at the moment. Right, as you can see now, we're pretty well done now. We're about 3 hours into it, and we just give it a bit of a wipe down with the methylated spirits. There is still some residue which will hopefully come off with a T-cut polish, but yeah, we just got the other side to do now. As I say, we're waiting on the electric going back on. As I say, we've got builders next door at the moment, so they've had to cut my electric off as well to make a electric connection, but otherwise I think it's going okay. So not bad for an 18-year-old van, a 2007, as you see, Citroen Dispatch. So as I say, we're going to do a few handyman jobs hopefully, but as I say, my intentions are over the next 12 months to convert it into a little camper van. So watch your space. Right, I think we're all done for today. That's as much as I'm going to do. We've still got a little bit of residue to clean off the sides. That is the other side now. We're going to white T-cut the panels tomorrow, give it a bit of a clean down, but I'm pretty happy considering we had the electric off for a couple of hours this morning. So it's looking a nice white van again. There's a few little bits of decal we've got to take off in places, and there's the back, but generally we're happy, and I think this is going to make a nice little camper van. Right, welcome back everybody. We're going to do a little bit of machine polishing on the van today. We've got some T-cut white and that, and we've got a little handheld polisher. So we're actually on day 3 today. Day 2 we've done a little bit of a pressure washing and that on the van, get it nice and clean. So we'll just show you the product we got. So there's the T-cut in white. You can see the little machine polisher. What we're going to do is we're going to prime the pad up first. We're going to impregnate it in a bit deep, push it in with a scraper, then we'll put probably about 5 little dobs of T-cut on it, and then we'll get into the polishing, everybody. Right everybody, we've got a few stubborn bits, so we're going back to the old trick, a bit of WD-40 on a bit of the old residue and that. I thought the polish might get into it and it might come off, but unfortunately I was wrong. So as I say, good little tip, WD-40. So I think this is bringing some of it off now, and then we'll do a bit more polishing. As you can see, it takes a little bit of elbow grease, it does, but as I say, it's not a 5-minute job this. It's as you've seen the other day, we're on it all day getting the signs off, and to be honest, I'm pretty happy with what we've done sign wise, as I say. So we just need to get the residue off. I thought there might be a big colour difference in the paintwork being 18 years old, but it's remarkably pretty good and pretty similar. So I think we're happy days on that scale of things. But yeah, WD-40, another little trick, everybody. You can see those little dark areas. So a little bit of rubbing, elbow grease. We have got a little sponge pad as well with a bit of a rougher surface on, but we're just using the blue paper roll, and it's not coming off too bad, that now. I think after the first day we're a little bit tired, we were, in doing this. Some of you people who watch the channel know I've recently been through shoulder surgery, so this is why we're packing up the building business. I'm going to do a little bit still, but only little what I call handyman style jobs. So we're just putting the van back to a clean white look. As I told you, we've probably got the intentions of turning this into a little camper van as well, but we'll see how things go, everyone. Right, we just need to slow the polisher down a bit. We just speed it up a little bit. It's going a bit too slow, and every time we put pressure on it stops. So we're just going a little bit faster. The good thing about this van is we've got panels to work with. So we're just going to add a bit more compound. At the moment we're trying this Auto Gleam Super Resin Polish. So we just put a few more spots on and see how it goes. Right, we're going to try this headlight cleaner and sealant. There's a few stubborn bits. I just tried it on a little spot earlier and it seemed to do the trick. So if we can squeeze some out. There's a few little stubborn bits on this petrol or diesel cap. So and around. as I say, it's not an easy job, as I say, but hopefully the rewards once it's done will be pretty good. So, well, you got the gist of all the products we're trying, so we'll come back to it in a little while, guys, and show you a bit of a finished result. Right, I think we're doing okay. You can probably see just a few little bits here and there where the residue's still there, but in general I think we're not doing too bad a job. We've still got the other side of the van to do, which is probably in a worse condition than this, but yeah, that's not too bad, guys. So we'll show you more when we're completed. Right, we're going to do a bit of buffing off now. We've got the buffing cloth. I think we've done as best as we can putting the polish on, so we'll just see how this goes. Right, we're just going to go over with some Demon Shine now. Obviously all these black bits have got overspray on them and that, so hopefully that'll clean it off. And this is a lovely little product to put a little bit of shine on your van. Well, we can still see a little bit of the lettering, and I suppose in time to come we will always see it. As the van gets dirtier, it'll pick up a bit more residue, you know, from leaves, etc., just dirt and grime. So we just got to probably just keep on top of it as we go for the next few months and that, but as I say, we're pretty pleased with what we've done the last few days. It's been hard graft, I must admit, especially with my shoulder, but as they say, no pain, no gain. So, right, we're back onto the other side of the van now. As I say, this is probably the worst side, so we've got a bit more prep to do on this. So we're going back onto the methylated spirits and that, giving it a good old scrub. We've got one of these kitchen cleaners. It's a little bit sort of coarse and that, but it probably does a better job than a bit of tissue. With the blue tissue, you do tend to get the blue colouring residue left on as well. So yeah, we'll have a little 10-minute session on this, and then we'll get the machine polisher out. Right, I think that's job done for today. That's polish now. We use the old white T-cut in places and some various other products as you've seen, but overall I'm happy. We're going to blacken the roof bars another day. We're waiting for some black Hammerite paint to come. I've got some new wheel trims, but they're not going on yet, but yes, there is a few bits you can see and that, and I'm sure they're going to show up in different daylight conditions, but in general I'm quite pleased considering what the van was a couple of days ago. There's a back, and as I say, it's an 18-year-old van, so it's not looking bad for its age. Not too much rust on it, if any at all. It has done. Right, sorry about that, got interrupted on the phone, but yeah, that's the other side of the van as well. Nice clean looking van, so that's pretty good now, so I'm happy with that. Long wheelbase Citroen Dispatch 2007.